Hi, my name is Seyi Ogundipe. I'm from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm the founder of Adastra. Adastra is a youth-led organization that's focused on helping young people improve on their digital and technical skills by providing them with access to opportunities like scholarship, mentorship programs, and also internship opportunities. The primary problem that Adastra is trying to solve is the issue with access. We found that most people lose access to life-changing opportunities, not because they're not skilled enough or because they're not able to get it, but it's because they're not aware that these opportunities even exist. Back in high school, I also faced this problem. I almost lost access to opportunities that I wanted to get into, not because I wasn't qualified enough to get into them, but because I wasn't even aware that they existed. And this was a problem that my friends and I faced a lot. Then we decided to find a solution to this problem, and that was how Adastra came into existence. I'm really proud of the work we've been able to do at Adastra in just a short time. In just a couple of months, we've grown our community members count to be over 400 plus members, and we've done 5 big events with 20 plus speakers ranging from adults to young people speaking about their experiences in life. Our most prominent event, Accessing Global Opportunities, featured multiple speakers from multiple initiatives like Tech in Edu, Ashoka, Rise, MasterCard fellows, and also students at ALU, and they came to share their experiences on how they were able to access global opportunities, sharing not generic advice, but specific advice that has helped them personally. This event has provided us with positive feedback from our community members. One of the most prominent feedback that I got was from one of our community members named Divine, who shared how the event and that accessing global opportunities helped drive a shift of mindset in his mind, because one of the speakers, Titilayo Daniel, came from the same neighborhood where he grew up from, and seeing that she was able to achieve great things even from the same place that he grew up from, he began to see himself as finally good enough to try to do great things. And one thing that I was able to get from the event was that great things can also come from small places. I believe Adastra is currently on the path to doing great things, but I also believe we can also improve on specific areas. And that is why we are now moving towards digitalizing everything that we do. Right now, we are currently designing a web application that primarily encompasses everything that Adastra is doing. It's going to be named the Space Shuttle. It's like supposed to be a place that allows you get to the stars like our Adastra is representing. And I'm currently designing this platform now, and then my team and I are going to build it. That's the future of Adastra. Adastra's future isn't only focused on the digital space. We are also looking at partnering with organizations like Tech in Edu to go to schools and start a program called Tech Over. We are primarily taking over schools to drive that tech belief there. Although the journey so far with Adastra has been fantastic, it hasn't been all roses and rainbows. We've had bad sessions too and bad events where we wanted to give up, but we still believe we could turn it over, and we did. I remember when we first started out and we would take weeks to plan an event, and then only 5 people, 3 people, 2 people would show up, and it felt so demotivating. We wanted to even quit planning big for any event. But eventually we realized that we weren't doing this because we wanted to help 1,000 people. We were doing it because we wanted to help somebody out there find the right opportunities for them. And that was how we were able to fix that problem. If you're interested in change making and you're willing to drive positive impact, but you don't know where to start from, I would advise you start by looking at what affects you personally for now. And if you cannot, or for some reason you don't think you can solve what affects you personally, look at your friends, what affects them. You don't need to solve what affects your entire community. Start from what affects yourself or what affects your friends. And I believe when you do that, you should find something to work on. When you've identified the problem, the next thing to do is to come up with a solution to this problem. And this is how you should do it. Start by coming up with a grand solution that fixes the problem as a whole. This could take $1 billion, it could take 1,000-man team, that's fine. Now create your first step. It could be, for example, if you want to solve a problem with waste, you could say you want $100 billion to fix the entire problem. But then the first step to do is to reach out to your local government to share your idea with them. Now, when you get your first step, create the next first step, then the next first step, then the next first step, and that's how you eventually get to your grand solution. It is important for everybody to be a change maker, because if we leave change making to a select group of people, it means we will begin to wait for people to take initiative before we do anything. And that is why we see our society has a couple of problems now. Not because people are creating problems, but because people are waiting for others to fix the things that they can fix themselves. When everybody is a change maker, it means everybody is taking initiatives to fix problems. And it's better to have more solutions in our society than more problems.